Tonight we're tracking this big storm bringing heavy rain and snow. Here's a live look at what things look like in Truckee and in Sacramento. It looks calm now, but that could be different in just a few hours. We have team coverage tonight helping you prepare for tomorrow's big storm. ABC 10's Jay Kim is in Sacramento. ABC 10's Barbara Bingley is in the Sierra. But first, we start with ABC 10 Chief Meteorologist Monica Woods, who is tracking what's ahead tonight and tomorrow.
Some of the heaviest rain in Onda is going to be hitting us overnight tonight through tomorrow. So far, we've seen periods of moderate rain move through. A little closer view, though, of what's been going on in the Sierra. And it has been snow all along I-80 down to almost Blue Canyon. But that snow level, once the cold air works in, is going to drop pretty rapidly heading into tomorrow and early Tuesday. Snow along Highway 50 as well. But right now it's rain for Pollock Pines. We'll be getting snow there before too long. And we're looking at rain right now for West Point. It's a very wet, wet snow for Arnold. It's about to drop that snow level down once that colder air works in, driven by this low pressure system. But you can see the huge plume of moisture here coming in the Pacific. So that's going to drive these numbers up as well. Only totaling about a tenth to a quarter of an inch of rain so far in the valley, close to about 3/10 of an inch of rain for the foothills. Temperatures, meantime, it's been a chilly day. Temperatures have been holding in the 40s to near 50 for the valley, 40s for the foothills, and right around the mid 30s for the Sierra. Winds are also going to be a big part of this storm system. Right now, they're only about 10 to 15 miles per hour, but tomorrow they're going to ramp up to about 30 miles per hour with occasional gusts up to 45. That wind advisory starts up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Be prepared for possible tree issues as well as power outages. And then, of course, our winter storm warning is going to be in place through Tuesday above 3,500 feet. So tonight, temperatures in the 40s, rain continues. More on what to expect for the morning commute coming up.
And get the latest information about this winter storm, download our ABC 10 app. You can find current weather and traffic updates for your area. A major storm is headed toward Northern California, promising to drop heavy snow in the Sierra Nevada and rain throughout the region, including here in Sacramento. ABC 10's Jay Kim spoke to Caltrans and the Office of Traffic Safety today. He joins us live now. Jay.
And good evening, Ananda. The rain and wind certainly starting to pick up out here. We're standing on the I-5 freeway overpass right now, and as you can see, traffic is flowing pretty smoothly in both directions right now, but that could be a different story tomorrow morning as the storm intensifies overnight.
We're 9 days before winter, but we're already in winter-like weather conditions.
The first official day of winter hasn't even arrived yet, but Sacramento is already seeing its second massive storm of the year quickly approaching. Throughout the area, we saw plenty of wind and rain today, and it's expected to intensify overnight, making for a difficult commute Monday morning. Caltrans has already started preparing.
We've got about over 600 employees ready during major storms.
And with the storm comes the risk of flooding, especially in low-lying areas.
Such as under overpasses, there's pump stations that we have to keep water from rising, and they kind of will inspect those areas. They'll check for our culverts and ditches to make sure there's nothing blocking the drain pipes.
Tim Weisberg with the California Office of Traffic Safety says if you can avoid driving on the roads tomorrow, it's best to do so. But if you have no choice, the advice is simple. Take it slow.
I would suggest 10 miles below the speed limit because of those conditions and the risk of hydroplaning.
He says if your car starts to hydroplane in the rain, don't slam on the brakes or turn your steering wheel in the opposite direction because it will cause your car to spin out.
It seems counterintuitive, but put the wheel in the same direction that your car is drifting. You'll be able to ride through that if you do that, but not by slamming on the brakes.
Some good advice there, and I'm also told that when it rains, you should increase the following distance with the car in front of you from 3 to 5 seconds. And of course, if you're headed to work tomorrow morning, leave early, take it slow, give yourself extra time for that morning commute. Ananda?
All right, thanks, Jay. Well, here at ABC 10, we stand for you. So we wanted to give you tips we got from Tracy Police about driving in severe weather conditions. Check road conditions and traffic before heading out. Replace old wiper blades and carry an emergency kit. Look out for pedestrians and cyclists and treat intersections where signals are not functioning four-way stops. Also, when your windshield wipers are on, your headlights should be on too. We'll take a look at this. Sacramento police responded to a car that collided with a brick wall. This happened around 10:45 this morning in the area of Arcade and Marysville Boulevard. Only one person was in the car and has non-life-threatening injuries. The cause of the crash remains under investigation. And drivers in the Sierra are trying to beat tomorrow's storm. ABC 10's Barbara Bingley explains how drivers are preparing.
The snow is coming down and lots of people are headed up the hill today. I'm near the Cisco Grove off-ramp at 80, where people have been gearing up their cars and trucks, putting chains on. I spoke with people today about how they're preparing and in some cases trying to beat this coming winter storm.
So we're like, okay, let's do something in the beginning before it gets too crazy.
From Sacramento, photographer Ellen Bogdan taking advantage of the calm before the storm.
Maybe an hour, two, and get out of here, get some hot tea and go home.
Rain and snow already coming down at Immigrant Gap along I-80.
You know, we're trying to beat the snow coming down in elevation, but we'll make it. We'll get the load there.
Jose Bolaños has driven these roads for the last 3 winters, but in extreme conditions.
No. Safety is paramount. So if it's too dangerous to drive, we'll just pull it over and call it a day.
California Highway Patrol and the National Weather Service recommending the same for all drivers. Avoid travel to and from the Sierra if possible.
Oh, the other way.
Ivan McCall described himself as the oldest chain installer in town. He's been doing this for 40 years. 20 installations and counting today. He says he's noticing a lot of unprepared travelers.
A lot of people coming up here with no chains, you know, and no money. Just like this guy here, he don't have very much money. I'm just giving him a set of chains, you know, to get him over the hill.
With chains or without, when there's snow on the roads.
You just got to be careful. You know, other motorists have to pay attention that, yeah, we have chains on, but we're still, 20 times the weight of a regular vehicle. So when we're going slow, just be patient. We're not trying to cause traffic. We're just trying to make it safely to our families home.
A North Star Ski Resort opened today. The prolonged warm weather made it hard for many resorts, including North Star, to open as originally scheduled. This comes one day after Kirkwood and Heavenly opened up for the winter season.